Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, good morning, or good evening, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. We are back again for our topic, our daily go live topic that we've been doing with my business partner, Sister Esa. Now, we will be talking about overcoming excuses and making it happen in 2025. That is very common for all of us. But anyway, before we dive into this topic, for those of you who don't know me, I came from working long hours, pretty much burned out. um, I have no business background. I don't know about computer. I have even the start button. I have no idea where to find. I have to Google it. And then I was very very shy when I first started. But it's because of my why, my biggest why to change my situations. Because even though I've been working long hours, so many overtime, I was still struggling financially. Paying bills here, sending money back home, it's just the same routine and same cycle. I realize if I don't do something 10 years, 15 years, or 20 years from now, I will be in the same situation where I was 2 years ago. But because I was hungry for change and willing to learn and get out of my comfort zone, I am able to run this global business. So, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Rosalyn Adkins. I am a digital business owner and a mentor. Now, I'm going to give a chance to my business partner to share her stories and her highlights, her background. Then we can dive into our topic. Hi, Sister Risa. Good
Hi,
afternoon.
Sister
I'm
Lee.
glad we
Thank
made.
you. Thank you. Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are in this beautiful world. We're here again in our Go Live Challenge. And before we dive into our topic, I'm gonna share a little bit of myself. Before I start here in our online business, I'm still working my full time job. I've been working a lot of hours, like 80, 70 hours a week. So I pretty much like burnout. Struggle a little bit about our financially because we have a lot of bills to pay, and also try to help our family back home. That's our kind of like our not duty, but we try to help our family. So I'm just looking for so to supplement my income, and also for my future. So because always working, you don't have time for yourself and your family. That's the biggest why I need to change something, because in the future I want to spend time with my family, because when your time is gone, that's forever gone. You cannot take it back. So that's why I decided this to find new opportunities. And this is I found the online business. Even I don't have no business experience or computer experience, because of their step by step video training, I can launch this online business. And I'm really glad that came up on my comfort zone, and I tried this business. And this is a lot of challenges, because you have to be getting out your comfort zone is really, it takes time. But just think about why you want to do this business, and also don't worry about if you're not a tech savvy, because we have a friendly step-by-step video training. So to those who don't know me, my name is Teresa. I'm digital business owner and a mentor. And today we're gonna discuss or share our topic is about overcoming excuses and making it happen in 2025.
Yes, thank you so much, Sister Teresa. And yes, it's because of our amazing video based training, coaching, mentorship, and the automated system that we have that works for us in the back end. We are able to launch this global digital business. We are not alone here. We have coach and mentor that guide us every step of the way in this journey, and the whole community support. So that's why this opportunity is for everyone. And that's why, even if you have no experience, no business background, as long as you are willing to learn and coachable and follow the training and trust the process, everyone will be successful in this journey. So today we will be talking about overcoming excuses and making it happen in 2025. So for all of us, we all have like something that hold us back, like excuses. That is normal. We're human being. And then we all have this. I had that too, back in 2 years ago. But this 2025 isn't the year for playing small, is the year to step up and step out of my comfort zone. For our viewers, you have to make that decision for yourself to get out of your comfort zone, because always remember, nothing changes, nothing changes if you don't make that decision and take actions. It's very important because you can't just dream without taking actions. Your dreams is not gonna happen. You have to take actions. So let's be real here. First, I'll be talking about what are your excuses. For example, I will be sharing about common excuses that we have in our mind. I don't have time. I'm not tech savvy. What will people think of me? I'm not ready yet. The time is not, I'm not ready. Like, always remember, when you said I don't have time, we all have 24 hours in our life. Every one of us have 24 hours. It's just a matter of how you manage your time. And if we want to change our life so bad, we will figure out to find time. We have in our business, we have 20 minutes recording workshop that you can watch. That is a life changing opportunity. So the reason I don't have time at back then as well, because I was in a fire department, a fitness coach, a healthcare worker, and at that time I was working 72 hours as a healthcare worker, and then running this business. But I managed to find time because I want to change my situations. And then I'm not tech savvy. I wasn't tech savvy in the beginning, and everyone in this community not tech savvy. We have 70 plus years old able to run this business even if he had no idea about computer, because of our video based training that you can just pause and play and follow. That's why we are able to run this business. It's just the willingness to learn and follow the steps and trust the process. We have automated system in the back end that work for us. It's just you have to set up, of course, your business and then do your part, the 10% part. Even though we are like 90% automated, you have to do your 10% to be able to work. Then what if people think, always remember, this is also what I have back then. But I realized the potential of the business is 100% legit. And then I'm not really, what our goal here is to help people, guide them to become successful in every business that they launch. As a mentor, we are really like, we have all the platform. We use social media platform to run our business. We have automated systems. So people come to us, but what we do is we guide them every step of the way in this journey. So what other people think, for me, I don't really care, because they're not gonna help me to become boss free, to become financially free, to pay my bills, to pay my ticket back and forth to the Philippines. So why would I worry? And as what I know, what we're focusing here is helping people, and then teach them every step of the way to run their global business. And the business is 100% legit. So, as long as you do it right and you're not hurting people, who cares what other people think? Now, I'm not ready yet. We all not ready. And there is no perfect time. It's just the matter of taking actions right now. Make that decision. There is no perfect time. The perfect time is right now. The moment you see the opportunities, grab it, because the opportunities is not gonna stay in your door all the time. It will come and it will go. And then before you realize, you will regret and said, I wish I grabbed the opportunities. I wish. So when the opportunity comes in your door, you have to make that decisions to grab right away, because there is no perfect time. So, for our audience, what excuses have you been holding on to? Let's be honest here. You feel free to drop your comment in the comment sections, or so we can also learn from you, or we can help you. Excuses feels real. We all been there, but they also stop you from achieving your goal. That's the biggest um the fear of what if, doubts, all of that will hold you back, and you will stay in the same situations is because of the excuses and the fear that you have in your mind. Get out of that comfort zone, because the better life, better situations is in the outside of your comfort zone. So now let's move on to the next. Go ahead, Sister Esa.
So yeah, so it's a lot. When you come with excuses, we have plenty of excuses. But first thing at all, you have to ask yourselves what's behind the excuse. Just break it down. Your most excuses, like especially, comes from either our fear, doubt, or limiting beliefs. That's for us. That's our common excuses, especially fear and doubt. That's mainly our reason why some people, including myself, until now, I'm not 100% that, it's hard that if you don't believe yourself, you're not gonna grow. You have to start in yourself, believing yourself, because if you don't believe yourself, nobody will believe on you. So we have to start in ourselves. The limiting beliefs, we have to stop that limiting beliefs. Example of this, if I say I don't have time, what you're really saying in your head, in your mind, or other people, just say this is not a priority right now, or I'm afraid to change my routine. So it takes a while. When you start doing this business, your routine's gonna change. But that's why the reason we have all those tools that we need to how you manage your time. We have like a goal card, whatever you want to do, like just guide a list, what your daily routine. That way you have a guide, to follow, so you don't lose your routine. Even if you want to change, if you start on this business, you know it changed a lot of like, it's not for the start. You have to like spend time, because you have to, to training, you have to study the training, set up your business. But once you done your training and you start running your business, you don't have to worry about spending time in this business, because it's around 24/7 in the background. Even you're like, taking care of your kids, or you still working in your full-time job, you can run this business, as long as you you just be consistent on showing up your business. Everything will be doing for you. That's 90%. The 10% is with you, for you to how you wanna share this opportunity to others, and how you wanna grow your business. So it's like, for us, God is not here for, we always we always have something that we believe on. We always have ask guidance. Every time you do your things. Your
Decision.
yeah, decision making. When you start this business, just ask guidance. So this for the audience, we have I'm gonna leave a little bit of this motivational quote. So God didn't give you a spirit of fear, but of power, loved, and sound mind. So in here in this community, people that are successful, they have three things that they have always in their mind: is faith in God, believe in yourself, and trust the process. That's what the treatment. I know there's more, but that's they always have their we share to us to be successful in this business.
Yes, thank you so much, Sister Asa. That's amazing. And then now let's move on to the cost of holding on to excuses, So let's talk about what is the cost, peace, purpose, opportunities, time with your family, and financial freedom. So, this is the cost of holding onto your excuses. So, because always remember, every excuses delays the breakthrough that's already waiting for you. So, let me share you something. Back in, I would say, 2019, I was struggling, I would say, emotionally, financially. I went through the lowest point of my life. So because even if how many times I can overtime, I can work 72 hours a week during the, like crisis time. I feel obligated to help my family, although they didn't ask me, but I it was my choice. So I have no time to rest, not enough rest, and I was struggling, of going back and forth to work. There's no life there. So I prayed and asked God guidance, that is this the life, it's the life that I want before, is to have to live my dream life, to travel, to be able to help other people. Not because I was stuck, I was stuck and working those every day, but like in the same cycle that was it was deep inside it was struggling, because I need, for me, we need time for ourselves, enough rest, and then of course, the financially, where I was still financially struggling. So I prayed and asked his guidance that if there's an opportunity that I could to be able to stay at home and run something. I wasn't thinking about business, but that I don't have to go to work, to earn or to add on to my finances. Then of course, after a while of praying, I really prayed deep and asked his guidance. No matter who you believe, there's always, you believe in universe, God, whoever. I know we all believe in someone, and because it's real. I do believe that deeply. After a couple months, I saw an ad. I resonate her stories. Now she is my business coach and mentor. Her stories of from struggling to changing her life and be able to help her family be able to live the life that she really wanted. And it's because of this business opportunity. So of course, if we will say excuses, we will be thinking about being skeptical, scam, of negativity. We'll hold on to that, right? But it's because of my biggest why, of I want to achieve my, to get my time back, so I could rest more, and to be able to have more financial, like streams that would come into my, like savings, more streams of income. That's what really it adds on to. So if I didn't take that action, so I registered, because I resonate her stories, I registered her, my name and email, and watch our free workshop. It's free, nothing to lose. And then after that, even though I don't fully understand, but I listen to my heart, that my what my heart feels, that this is the opportunities for me. I proceed to the next steps and process to become officially business owners. That's how. But I am so happy and grateful that I took the actions, because it's a life changing. It helps a lot. Like now, it's not like I will pick up overtime because I need to. Is a feeling of I want to pick up overtime because I want to. That's a big difference. So if you are struggling in your daily life, always remember excuses is always there. That fear is always there to stop you from achieving your dreams. But how big is your dreams? How big your why to change your situations? Because in life, it's like we have this battle, the battle of positive and negative. Always choose the positive one, and try to get out of your comfort zone, because the better situations is in our outside of our comfort zone. So if you are watching right now and you have all the excuses and all those negativity, always talk to yourself and listen to your heart. You know what your heart desires, because we all have purpose here. And once you achieve, and what paid off, you have that peace, purpose, opportunities, and time for your family and financial freedom. Here we can see people in our community that they achieve this. We are like 200, almost 250 global independent entrepreneurs in our community, the biggest digital community in the world, I believe. So next, we will be talking about shifting your excuses to actions. Go ahead, Sister Esa.
So thank you, Sister Lynn. There's three practical steps to shifting your from excuses to actions. So first is write down your excuses and challenge it with truth, and replace "I can't" with "how can I." And third is take one small steps today and don't wait for the perfect moment. So all this it's just like a basic steps. I think it's not hard to write down our excuses. Every time, it's a good thing that you have to write down, because you know what's the excuses, and then you can slowly work on that. And then the second one is I can't, that's all negative. I know I'm the same thing when I before I start this. I always think I can't do this, I can't do this, I'm not good enough, always that. But the truth is that is if you always have a positive affirmation for yourself, it slowly changes your mindset, because here is our mindset. That's the important here is our mindset. We have to change our mindset in order for us to get our goals and dreams. positive, always positive, saying positive yourself. Before I always say, I cannot do this. I cannot do this. Go live. I can't do this. I was thinking about this all this negative thoughts, like how is people gonna judge me? They might, like that's our mindset always. Like we think that perfectionism is not really our in this journey. We need to be real. You need to not to be perfect in this. When you do this school life, it's natural that we can jumble bumble, or in our English is not, we don't speak fluently because it's not our first language. So just don't think too much about it. That's what, before I was doing that, the go live. It's been like a year that I don't want to go live because with my English. And then it's really, it's overwhelming, um the situation on that first time when I started. But I need to go back to my why I start this business. But if you don't see result because we're not really 100% coming out in our comfort zone, like me. I'm slowly getting out of my comfort zone. The only thing I need is more of my self-confidence, and also believe in ourselves. That's the first thing we need to change, that our limiting belief, that we can't do this. And we have to change that into a positive affirmation for ourselves, and take one small steps action. That's the biggest action you do, is the first steps. Exactly, like when you find these opportunities, grab it. Don't wait for the perfect time. You know the perfect time is right now. When you see this ads or any our go live about the business, grab it. There's, like I said, there's always it's a free registration. You have nothing to lose. You dive in, you register your name, and you can watch our free live webinar. And that's the beauty in there too, because if you don't have time to watch our free live webinar, we have the 20 minutes workshop that you can highlight our business. So it's everything. It's everything that you can learn this business. And if you don't if it's not you think it's not your this business is not for you, it's free to walk away.
Yes, I totally agree with you, Sister Ressa, and thank you so much. And yes, for our audience who's watching, let's speak, life into 2025, and let's end strong with affirmations and prayer or motivation. So in 2025 is the year we stop sitting on our calling. It's the year we say yes to God, yes to growth, yes to freedom, no more playing small, no more waiting on a perfect time, because there isn't, you know in I will encourage everyone to, if you are looking for some opportunities, if you are looking for something that could change your life, to register directly to our website. Here there is two website in front of the screen. Just register your name and your email for free, so you will have access to our free workshop. Always remember, it's free to learn of what really is this business is all about. You have nothing to lose. 20 minutes recording or 90 minutes live, no more excuses, because if we want to change something in our life, we will find way and take actions and make that happen. Dreams will come if you take actions and make it happen. Dreams will become dreams if you don't do anything but dreaming. Dreams is within our reach. It's not far. It's just a matter of how bad you want it. Because always remember, there is no one will make that decision for yourself but you. I am so happy and grateful that I made that decision 2 years ago, and am able to run this global business that really changed my life slowly. Of course, one day I will get into my destination. This is not an overnight success. It's really a real business with real results, and is 100% registered to the federal government. So everything we spend here is subject to tax. So there is no more questions about when you have doubts about negative of legitimate, 100% legitimate. We wouldn't be here if it's not. Anyway, simply registered your name, and your email to the to our workshop, our website, and you'll have access to the free workshop that explains more about the business. And if you have questions, feel free to reach out to us. We will be happy to guide you every step of the way in this journey. Here you are not alone. We are here to guide you and the whole community that will support you every step of the way. It's just a matter of how bad you want to succeed. Thank you so much. And I think that's it. No more excuses. Make it happen. Make that decisions, take actions, trust yourself, and trust the process. Thank you. And we will be back again tomorrow for another topic. God bless you all.